Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening today. Today I'm going to be talking about what Hannah Arendt might have thought about a documentary called Turning Sorrow into Courage. It's somewhere it was done by North Korea, but don't know exactly where. But after this video you see with me talking, then you'll see the documentary, and then you'll see the response that Hannah Arendt might have gave to such a documentary. So here we go.
Year 2012 has come. (2012) marks the centenary of birth of President Kim Il-sung of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. It was a noble intention of leader Kim Jong-il to greet the year most auspiciously. Walking snowy uphill paths or farm and factory roads, Kim Jong-il had often said of holding a high feast marking the 100th birth anniversary of Kim Il-sung, singing a song of prosperity after opening the gate of a thriving nation. The Korean people, however, now spend New Year's Day in tears. Korea changing sorrow into strength and courage. Leader Kim Jong-il, dearest to the hearts of the Korean people, passed away on a running train at 8:30 on December 17th, 2011. Koreans dropped tears on the frozen land of December in many places, where they registered the history of creation and construction under the guidance of Kim Jong-il. On the most auspicious days, Korea held military parades and other events here in the presence of Kim Jong-il, demonstrating the might of the nation. Leader Kim Jong-il always smiled brightly to the people because he knew well that the smile gives people the greatest strength to overcome any hardship. Father General, we miss you. Leader Kim Jong-il in his lifetime met many soldiers and people and made a long field guidance tour. In those days, the Korean people always felt the breath of their leader. The Hana Music Information Center, which leader Kim Jong-il visited on the last day of his on-the-spot guidance tour.
꿈결에도 뵙고 싶던 아버지 장군님을 우리의 일터에 모시고 싶은 간절한 소원이 이루어져 영광의 단상, 행복의 단상에 올라있던 저희들이었는데 환하게 웃으시며
We were the happiest people to see him here. With broad smile, he spoke so highly of our small efforts. I cannot believe that his heart stopped beating. My heart is ready to burst. I cannot keep back my tears. I feel guilty for my failure to discharge all my filial duties. On the same day, Kim Jong-il visited the Kwangbok area supermarket here. Unhealthy as he was that day, he never revealed it and looked around all counters, giving precious instructions.
저는 정말 몰랐습니다. 우리 인민이
I didn't know what a price we were paying for the happiness we were leading.
어떤 피 대가를 치러야 하는가를 정말 몰랐습니다.
The Masure Art Studio erected bronze statues of President Kim Il-sung and other monuments across the country. The Korean people, with warm hearts for their leader, now look back in painful regret upon the failure to do what they should have done for him.
장군님 계실 때 위대한 장군님의 기념비 하나
We failed to erect the general's statue in his lifetime.
정말
How heartrending.
우리 인민들과 세계 인민들이 절절한 소망을 담아 우리가 여러 차례 동상 형성안을 창작해서
We suggested on several occasions erecting his statue reflecting the ardent desire of our people and the world people. Kim Jong-il, however, rejected it each time, saying, "You should not do so if you really want to help me." We failed to erect his statue till he passed away on a running train, while doing everything for the people till the last moment of his life. I wonder with what I can redeem my guilt. Kim Jong-il left nothing for his own sake. He sent to this exhibition house the precious gifts offered to him by progressive people of the world for his good health. Kim Jong-il, who always led a life of an ordinary man and devoted his all for the country and nation, are still alive, dearest to the Korean people and the world people as well. Even today, he enjoys boundless respect and reverence by the world progressives.
最高领导人金正日17日逝世。
上午10时许，胡锦涛等中国领导人来到朝鲜驻华使馆吊唁大厅。吊唁时表示，中国党、政府和人民对金正日同志不幸逝世深感悲痛。金正日同志是朝鲜党和国家的伟大领导者，是中国人民的亲密朋友。他为朝鲜革命和建设事业倾注了毕生精力，为推动中朝传统友好合作关系发展做出了重要贡献。中国人民将用
Con motivo del fallecimiento del compañero Kim Jong-il, presidente del Comité de Defensa Nacional y secretario general del Partido del Trabajo de la República Popular Democrática de Corea, durante los días 20, 21 y 22 de diciembre.
Every Korean wished to see leader Kim Jong-il, but nobody wanted to see him on the spot guidance tour when snowing. It was because his good health was the greatest wish of all Koreans. But he was on the field guidance tour even in snowy and rainy days. the doctors are to blame, dear General. We medical students are all to blame for having failed to safeguard your heart. The Korean people remember Kim Jong-il's frequent remarks. My whole life can be condensed into a word, people. Frankly speaking, I wish to make a flower bloom even on a rock, if it is a desire of the people. The Korean people never saw leader Kim Jong-il in full dress. He was always in simple khaki jacket, even on his birthdays and holidays. He often said, if he shares sweets and bitters with people and serves them faithfully, the revolution would advance and the country prosper. Don't go, General. Where are you going, leaving us behind? You looked around many places without showing any sign of illness. Then how hard it was to you. Unaware of it, we were only joyful. We are awfully sorry, dear General. Don't go, dear General. Are you really leaving us behind you? Don't go, General. Don't go. Happy or painful, the Korean people always looked up to leader Kim Jong-il as their father with warmest feelings. To them, he was the fatherland, the Workers' Party of Korea, and the banner of victory. To look back, the ties of kindred between the leader and the people got deeper after the demise of President Kim Il-sung in 1994. Greeting the New Year 1995 without President Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il sent a letter to the people. It reads, "We have seen out the year of 1994 in tears of blood, and are now greeting the new year. Let all of us work energetically, single-mindedly, and with one purpose, to make our country, our motherland, ever more prosperous, as befits the soldiers and devoted followers of the great leader." January the 1st, 1995. Kim Jong-il. Korea underwent the most difficult trials due to the moves of the Allied imperialist forces to isolate and stifle it, and the repeated natural disasters. Leader Kim Jong-il had to tide over great difficulties on the road of building a thriving nation as desired by President Kim Il-sung. During the arduous march, Kim Jong-il often visited Chagang province. Though faced with the most serious economic difficulty and food shortage, the residents there gained strength and courage, feeling the scrupulous concern of Kim Jong-il in his repeated field guidance. Yearning for him who spent day after day on the muddy roads of field guidance for them, the people in the province led the van of the country braving difficulties. Kim Jong-il, looking back upon those days, said, "In the most difficult period of our revolution, the Ganges spirit gave me strength. It became the mental pabulum. No any tonic would have given me such strength." The leader trusted the people firmly, while the people followed him faithfully, sharing sweets and bitters and forming a single-minded unity. When the world media were saying that the survival of Korea would be a miracle, Korea reported of the successful launch of an artificial satellite and underground nuclear test. The world opinion began to change. Korea can do anything with its single-minded unity and mental power, stronger than nuclear weapons. Leader Kim Jong-il's determination to open the gate of a thriving nation in 2012, marking the centenary of birth of President Kim Il-sung, attracted the attention of the world. It was the desire of Kim Il-sung and wish of Kim Jong-il to build a thriving country in which national power is strong, everything prospers, and the people live the happiest life. Saying often that he wanted to provide a most affluent life to the people who always followed him with firm conviction despite of all kinds of trials, he continued his unending field guidance tour for the improvement of the people's livelihood. Whenever officials told him to take a rest even for a moment, he said, "I am a soldier of the President. I swore before him. I can neither take a rest at ease nor sleep in peace, because the people's living is still needy and the President's intention has not yet been carried through. I'll have a full rest when Korea ranks among the world best and all the people lead an abundant life." On the eve of the year 2012, Leader Kim Jong-il's heart stopped beating on a running train to field guidance, unable to keep his promise with the people to open the gate of a thriving nation, greeting the centenary of President Kim Il-sung's birth. Kim Jong-il summed up his life as the most faithful soldier and disciple of President Kim Il-sung and the father of the Korean people. The Korean people, who did not weep even in the days of arduous trials, are now experiencing bitter tears for the second time. Under the warm care, the same as that of Kim Jong-il, the people are telling him what they failed to talk to him, tears dripping.
따뜻한 사랑을 안겨주시고 자신께서는
Thinking of the general who loved us so much, who passed away on a running train.
차에서 생을 바치신 장군님을 생각하면 정말 아버지 장군님 걱정하시죠.
Don't worry, Father General. We will bring up our children into pillars of the country, and we, the soldiers' families, will uphold General Kim Jong-un well. Father General, we will stop weeping. We will work harder and support great Kim Jong-un, who is the same with you, with the increased production.
아버지 장군님의 동상을 더 높이 세상에서
I will do my utmost to erect the most splendid statue of leader Kim Jong-il and thus convey his great exploit to the Korean and world peoples down through generations.
우리의 소원은 위대한 김정은 대장
Our wish is to build a thriving nation of Juche, a lifelong desire of leader Kim Jong-il supporting the great General Kim Jong-un.
이룩한 것입니다. 장군님,
General, we will realize your desire by all means.
장군님 들어주신
General, the army you brought up will not remain crying.
오히려 더
Will be stronger.
날아올랐습니다. 우리 놀이 총대로
Will resolutely safeguard the great General Kim Jong-un with the guns and mercilessly destroy the enemies who scheme to do harm to the headquarters of revolution.
제거사령관 동지의 소원을
We will fully realize your desire, Supreme Commander.
풀어드리겠습니다.
The train of leader Kim Jong-il did not stop. Under the leadership of Supreme Commander Kim Jong-un, the Korean people, who became even stronger in bitter tears, will surely glorify the new centenary of Kim Il-sung Korea as desired by Kim Jong-il.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening. All right, Hannah Arendt would be skeptical of the idea of transforming sorrow into strength and courage, especially within the context of a North Korean documentary. She would likely view such a narrative as politically manipulative and dangerous distortion of authentic human feeling and political action. Her analysis would focus on three key themes: the instrumentalization of emotion under totalitarianism, the distinction between private sorrow and public political action, and the critical importance of natality over any manufactured strength. Instrumentalizing emotion for political control. In Arendt's view, a totalitarian regime like North Korea systematically controls and weaponizes the inner life of its citizens. The documentary's narrative of turning sorrow into collective strength would be a prime example of this manipulation. Totalitarian terror versus genuine grief. Arendt argued that totalitarian terror, by atomizing individuals and forcing total conformity, eliminates the spontaneous, authentic human expression needed for genuine grief. The sorrow presented in such a documentary would not be raw, personal emotion, but a staged, ideologically approved performance. Propaganda's false narrative. Propaganda for Arendt aims not to persuade, but to organize the masses and replace reality with an ideological fiction. A documentary that channels personal pain into sanctioned strength would be a tool for creating this alternate reality, demanding that citizens conform to a heroic, state-driven narrative instead of grappling with their actual suffering. The rejection of pity. Arendt was highly critical of using emotion, especially pity, as a political tool. The French Revolution, where the logic of the heart dominated, ultimately descended into terror. A North Korean documentary converting individual suffering into political courage would represent a similarly dangerous fusion of the private realm of feeling with the public sphere of action, where it has no place. The separation of public and private life. A central tenet of Arendt's philosophy is the importance of distinguishing between the private sphere, such as personal emotions and relationships, and the public sphere, political action and speech. A North Korean documentary blurring this line would be problematic for her. The political irrelevance of sorrow. For Arendt, private feelings like sorrow are not the basis for legitimate political action. Political courage and strength must arise from rational deliberation and public appearance, not from a manufactured collective emotion. Courage as public action. Authentic political courage is not an internal emotional state, but a public act of beginning something new through words and deeds, alongside others, in a public space. A North Korean documentary, however, would frame courage as an act of selfless loyalty to the state, effectively privatizing and nullifying true political agency. The promise of natality and new beginnings. Instead of relying on a therapeutic transformation of sorrow, Arendt placed her faith in the human capacity for natality, the ability to begin anew. Refusing the logic of fatalism, Arendt argued that confronting totalitarian evil requires letting go of the false hope of a predetermined historical narrative. A documentary showing North Koreans overcoming adversity through loyalty would peddle a fatalistic ideology that robs individuals of their capacity for spontaneous, unpredictable, and genuinely new beginnings. Miracles of action. True courage and freedom for Arendt are found in the miracle of action, the unexpected, new beginnings that disrupt the predictable, oppressive cycles of totalitarianism. A North Korean documentary is designed to suppress this potential for unpredictable change, not unleash it. Telling the story differently. While Arendt acknowledged that storytelling can make sorrows bearable, she would insist that the story be told with a commitment to factual reality. A North Korean documentary, which is a form of state-orchestrated propaganda, does the opposite. It uses a fabricated story to bury the truth and manipulate emotions. In summary, Arendt would not see the process described in the hypothetical documentary as a genuine or healthy response to suffering. She would diagnose it as a dangerous and dehumanizing tool of a totalitarian regime, replacing authentic human feelings with ideological conforming and stifling the genuine political courage that comes from collective public action and the ever-present human potential for a new beginning. Thanks for listening, everyone. Take care.